Hi there everybody, and welcome to another video. On today's video I am going to show you something that's happened to my key for my Mercedes CLK here. So basically what's happening is the remote is not operating, it's not unlocking the car or locking the car, and you can see the little LED there is not coming on. Now I changed the batteries, I put brand new batteries, and it's still not working. So I think I have discovered the issue, but I just want to show you that the spare key is actually working, and we'll have a look at the issue in a little bit more in depth. So that's the spare key there. If I press the button, car unlocks and the little LED there comes on. You can just see it. So locking, unlocking works, but the other key doesn't work. So I thought this key was finished, and actually the electronics were damaged. But what I did is I removed this cover here with the batteries, and I fitted the one from this key, and guess what, it worked. So now I'm looking to see if the actual problem is with the battery holder. So we're gonna look at that in a little bit more in depth, and hopefully if it is that, I ordered a new one, I will replace it and see what happens. And if it works, then that's great, because then I'll be saving whatever this key costs from Mercedes. I think 200 and something pounds, or some other company is charging 180 or so to make a key. So let's look into this. So here I have my CLK keys, and I guess this will apply to most Mercedes that have this type of key anyway. C-class, A-class, B-class. So one of these, it's working. You will see the little LED there flashing. And this other one is the one that is not operating. And like I said, I changed the batteries on this, and so what I did is you have to press that little gray bit in there while opening this in order to get this out. So let's try to open it. It can be a little bit hard, but it should hopefully come out of there. I removed that, put two brand new batteries in here, and you can't really fit them wrong. You have the plus side here, and it just shows you here plus and plus. So that's the face of the plus needs to be on this side. Now first I thought, well, two new batteries, the remote is busted, it's no longer working, and I thought I'll take this electronics bits, the electronic bit out from here. The only thing is that when I removed it, I kind of broke the little clip that holds it in place. So at the moment you can just pull this one out. I'm not entirely sure how you remove this without breaking the little plastic thing. So this tiny little piece here broke, and so when I push this in, it's no longer secure. But anyway, never mind that. I thought I have to replace and get a brand new key. So I took this out and I just had a look in there. Everything looks okay. there was no issues with the soldering or any burns or anything as such. So what I did do, just refit that back in there. It's a bit loose. I got this part out of my working key. So, oops, no, not that one, this one. So same idea. Just press the little gray part in there and push the key out. I mean, well, the batteries. These things have been in there for such a long time that they are a little bit hard to pull them out. So that's the working key. Just put it to one side. That's the dodgy key, technically. And I fitted this part in here. So got that in there and then press the button and found out the LED works, and actually it actually opens and locks the car. I already checked that. So then I thought maybe I have a problem with the new batteries here. I thought the brand new batteries here are something dodgy with it. So when I measure, so I have a voltmeter here, just put it on 20 there. If I measure the voltage here, I get nothing, or sometimes it reads something, but I have nothing, so, which is a bit strange really. And then if I remove the batteries from here, so at least I established that I haven't got a problem with the remote. If I remove the batteries from there, and if we check the voltage, that reads 3 volts, 3.27, if you can see that in there, and that reads 3.23, 3.27. And if we put them together, that reads so for some strange reason I get about a volt or less out of the two batteries connected. So what I've done is I just went ahead and I bought a key with one of these new bits, and I just want to see if this will make any difference to the measuring of the batteries. So my multimeter here is a little bit dodgy sometimes. Anyway, so I get some sort of reading, not exactly what I'm looking for. So then if you read the voltage out of this remote, the little packet with the batteries that is working, so that one there, I'm just gonna open that. So if I read this here, I get 6 volts. So what I want to do is, and these are old batteries, they've been there for a while. So let's take this out. So I figured either I have a problem with my batteries or I have a problem with this little thing. So that's the working one. We'll put it to one side again. That's the technically non-working one, but I'm going to put the batteries from that other remote in here. And that reads 6 volts. Now the funny thing is, so that's the other one there. I just noticed yet another thing that hardly reads anything. I don't even know why. But let's try taking one of these batteries out. Technically a brand new battery. I just noticed something. This remote has a 2032 there and a 2025 there. Not that that should be the problem, but let's check one of these 2025s and put the 2032 in there and see what that gives us. And that gives me 6.3 volts. And actually, let me test this one, this 2025 with this 2025 here. It reads 6.2. So something very odd going on here. If I put the two 2025s together on this end, we don't get the same reading. So I wonder, so maybe this new battery is faulty, but that is what I wanted to show in this video, basically, that you need to be careful that if you found your key fob is not working after you put brand new batteries, it might be nothing to do with the remote. It might actually be an issue with the batteries. So that's this is a new battery here. Again, if I measure these two, it's funny, but now I'm getting a voltage 6.3. So something very odd going on here, and this is just something that I wanted to show you, because it looks like, to me, at the beginning I thought this was maybe faulty, but this is such a simple piece of circuitry. It's just one bit of metal there and another bit of metal here. So how can that not work? Just didn't make any sense. However, if I put the two new batteries in here and then put that in the key, it refuses to operate. 3.0, 3.2, 3.2. Yeah, this is the two new ones. And again, look at the voltage there. Why is that reading? There is definitely some issue with those batteries there. So, in conclusion, can anyone tell me what the hell is going on here? 0.3, 0.4 volts. If I measure just that, it's 3.2. Together, 0.3. Why am I getting that? However, if I use the other 2025 there, 6.3. Or vice versa, if I use this one on here, 6.3. If I use these two, 0.2. Makes no sense. And that is 3.2, and that is 3.2. So it's a very odd problem. So now I think it's got nothing to do with it. That's at 2032 because maybe just somebody put that there, couldn't find a 2025. However, these two brand new batteries came out of a Duracell packet and just did not work on my remote as it should. So I guess I'm going to mix. So I'm gonna put maybe these two together and these two together, and we can see how that works. Let's do that. So let's get those two in the remote. That works, you can see. And let's try this other one. That works. So that one works and that one works. Mystery solved. However, why is that happening? I have no idea. So I thought that I will have to get a new key from Mercedes for £200 or whatever. Some other companies charging 160, I think, to do one. And anyway, I bought this thinking there was something wrong with that, but clearly not. Nevertheless, my key, this key is a bit old now and is broken, is breaking just there. So I may change the electronic part into the new one here. So I have a nice and new key. Having done all of that and not finding out the reason for the mystery of the batteries doing that, I'm sure somebody knows out there, somebody who knows about batteries, can let us know. However, just the purpose of the video is don't throw away your key. Make sure you change and swap batteries, and then see if it's really failed or not. So I hope this video helps, and it's a little bit long, but hopefully not too long. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.